is the person who
Thanks.
shouted to me over here? Could we bring the mic over here, please? Oh, sorry, thank you. 2 mics.
Yeah, how you doing? On the way up on the train today, Irvine, I was reading your article in the Herald about Jimmy Boyle. Do you correlate Jimmy's story to Begbie's story in The Blade Artist?
Not really, because in a way that, Jimmy's, some ways, because he was a big cultural figure in Scotland in the 70s because of a sense of freedom, which is actually just coming out now and has been kind of, I've written a foreword to it, which is an amazing book. But I think, again, as I was saying, Jimmy's kind of journey is basically, kind of became a famous artist and lived happily ever after sort of thing. You look at, which is great for him, but it's not really great for me as a writer. I couldn't have really but I mean, it's such he's one of the most well-known ones, but there's been so many people that I've known that have kind of they've rehabilitated their life of through art and through education. Loads of people I know in America that are artists and writers that have done it, and people over here too. I remember that when I wrote Trainspotting, I was doing a talk in John Smith's bookstore in Glasgow, which is no longer there. And this guy came up here, just got out of jail, and he seemed to be off his tits basically. He was like kind of fucking away with it, and he was right at the end of the signing queue, which is always a bad sign, I'm not trying to stigmatise anybody here who might be drifting to the end of the queue, but it's like, he was a nutter at the end of the signing queue, and he said to me, I've just got out of jail. This is the first book I've ever read in my life, and it's changed my life and all that, And I kept meeting this guy over the years. He's a good pal now, and I met him over the years, and But the next time I met him, he was doing an access course for Glasgow University. He was doing a sort of English literature course. Then I met him again, and he had graduated, and he was teaching literature at a college. And the next time I met him was out in Australia years ago. I didn't see him, and now he's a professor of English. He's a professor of English literature in Australia, and he's like kind of. And now he's I'm not going to mention the guy's name because he's actually quite well known in that field. I don't want to embarrass him. It's a long friendship basically. But this guy's, because it's over 20 years basically, 23 years. That's a phenomenal change in that person. But we have a joke now, we have a laugh now, and he still says to me, "Thanks for that, that book. It changed my life. It got me into reading." He says, "Here's my new one." He says, "I don't read your fucking shite anymore. I've moved on from all that stuff now, But he says, "I'm much more highbrow these days, mate. Come on, pull yourself together." But I think, Neil, that education and art are just ways that when people hit rock bottom, whether it's like through jail or violence or drug addiction or whatever, when they hit rock bottom, there's only one way to go. And the tools that you fashion for your escape, they've always got to be these kind of tools. It's got to be education. It's got to be creativity. There is nothing else, really.